I think we got one swimming with a bait. Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, guys, pulled up in the area I'm gonna fish. Pretty shallow, throwing the boat in reverse. I'm gonna go up here, get my anchor out. That's the way I do my anchor on this boat. Dig down here, pull out this never lost anchor. It's about all that's left of the sticker that's on it. Get that in the water, start paying out some line. Come back here, throw my boat into neutral. Now I'm not gonna need a ton of line because I'm really shallow. Let me get the boat tight, go ahead and kill the motor at this point. Let's go back here, throw out my back anchor. This is the homemade anchor Jeff Manning made me. Shoot. Come back here, tie this off to the cleat, then go back to the bow, pull that tight, my boat's set. Pull line back in, a little bit at a time. And what it's gonna do is pull that line tight in the back. Basically, pull tight. You can see right there, the back started to dig in, the boat started to go straight. What kind of bait we got today? Nothing. Today? It's all white perch. Using nothing but white perch today. Gonna kind of swing for a big fish here and put out a couple fillets for some smaller stuff. A little bit of prospecting today. Hadn't fished here in over a week. Seeing what's going on. Got a little bit of current, water's clearing up, a little bit of flow through here. It'll get sent, spread around. Let's see if they're in here. All right, guys, gonna get my good old catfish cutting board. Get you one of these, go to my website, melhornfishing.com. Get my net, get me a perch. So here's the trick, guys, for cutting bait. If you wanna know how to cut bait, what I do, any kind of bait I use, I like to scale them. I like to knock the scales off of them. You don't have to do it with shad as much, but I like to get the scales off. Reason being, knock these off. All you gotta do is just rake the knife in the opposite direction. You don't have to get every single scale on them off. Reason being, when you go to hook the bait, one of those scales on your hook tip will keep you from getting a good hookup. So that's why I do it. A lot of ways to cut stuff. The simplest, I'll take a head section, I cut the tail off, I keep it because I use it for perch bait, and then I'll take a section about like that. Those pieces right there are what I call medium sized baits. That bait's not super huge, it's not super small, but it'll catch fish. What I'm gonna do with a few of these bigger baits, I'm gonna put them actually out on the bottom on a Carolina rig. What's a Carolina rig? It's a hook, the money maker end. You got a piece of leader material, in this case 50-pound Andy line. You got a swivel, then you got your main line tied into it right there. I've got a sinker slide on here. You could put an egg sinker straight onto the line. I've got a little bitty bead right there. The reason for the bead is this sinker slide will come down and kind of get stuck on top of that. So you put your bead on there, it'll separate it out. And these easy sinker slides are cool. You can take these off the line. If I was to have an egg sinker on here and I needed more weight, or say I don't need it, you can take the thing off. It's that easy. So they go on real simple. You can add them to the line if you don't have enough weight. Just want to free line it, boom, they go right back on. So pretty cool little deal. What I'll do is I'll take 2-ounce sinker, pow. And what I'm gonna do is take one of these baits. The thing with cut bait and a circle hook, you barely want that hook going through the bait. All kinds of arguments on which side to hook it on. A lot of times with those fins, I'll try to hook it through the bottom, just like that. You barely want that sucker on there. It helps with the hook setup, plain and simple. So that is the way to go. Then we'll get this sucker cast out. We're just gonna scatter them around the boat. A few here, a few there. When I say fan cast them, just kind of spread out like a fan around the boat. These are Hellcat rods from Catch the Fever. A very nice rod. A little different action than some of their other rods. A little different feel to it. Same thing here. We've got a piece of leader material there. This is a little bit longer. This is a little longer than the last one. There's no exacting length on these things. That's the biggest thing. A little bigger swivel, just what I had in the box. And again, an easy sinker slide. What I do sometimes on these sinkers, I'll put a piece of mono on there like that, and it makes hooking it up to these things really easy. That one on there. Gonna hook this head on. Nice big bait. Yes, sir. Good looking bait right there. I'll get this one put out on the other side of the boat. I'm gonna fish 6 rods. Oh, that one taking some line. He's a running. As would be the luck. It's on a small bait. And coming up out of the water. I love it. Not a giant, but one of the beautiful things about catching fish in 3 feet of water is they ain't got nowhere to go but sideways. That's what this one's doing. Loosen that drag up a little bit there. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Smaller piece of bait. This may have been the perch head. I'm not sure. Let me get a bigger grip for this baby. There we go. We'll know when we get up here. That's going to be inside of that. Stay out of that anchor. Stay out of that anchor. Let's work you up to the side here. There you go, big boy. He's angry. We love some anger. Heck yeah. Nice fish. What's fun to catch up here. They're really fun on these lighter action rods. Oh, it was the head. It was a little bit bigger bait. There we go, there we go. Oh, look at that rod bend. It's fun on these rods. Whoa, Jack. You coming up out of the water. Come here, baby. I probably should net this fish, in all honesty. But I didn't. Oh, yeah. Nice fish. Stop it. Get it jaded. Almost 18 pounds. Nice fish. That's a good blue right there. Got a little bite mark action. A little bit of heeing and sheeing starting to happen. Starting to get feisty. Good fish, guys. Good fish. Back alive. All right, guys, took about 30 minutes to put that fish in a boat, which is a pretty good long sit in shallow water without a bite. Generally speaking, in the spring, I like to get hit pretty quickly. Waited it out. We got that one. That was a good fish. Happy to get it. I'm gonna give it 30 more minutes just to see. I don't have a whole lot of enthusiasm up here right now. It is a little bit still on the cool side, temperature-wise. So far, just the one. It can be hit or miss up here. I was up here a few weeks ago, caught fish. Came back a couple days later, didn't catch fish. You got to keep trying these places. You got to keep, because you never know when it's going to turn on. And, you know, you got to be there when it happens. For now, happy to get that one. Let's see if we can get one more. I think we got one swimming with a bait. I'm going to reel down on him. Oh, we hooked up. He's still going. He's still going. I'm not sure that fish totally knows he's hooked. Still swimming. Still swimming. There we go. Trying to get to some deeper water. That one was up in about 3 feet of water. He went deeper. There we go. There we go. A little bit of weight to him. Again, that was a one of the larger baits. I think that was a Carolina rig too. I think that bait was on the bottom. So happy to get hooked up. Happy. Hellcat rod, medium action. Andy line. 30-pound Andy monster. And a good old Abu Garcia 6500. These are my good reels. Get this over here. Easy, get across there. We go. I think this fish may be nettable. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Let me see some tail swirl. I can't see them. We got some dingy water going on here. Ooh. Let me get a net. I just seen a big dark tail. It tells me probably a big angry Big angry male with that dark color. Get my net wet there. Okay. Get one more crank on it. I see slime. Easy. Boy, he's feisty. He is feisty. Turn that head to me, baby. There you are. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. Guys, we'll take them any way we can get them. Come here, baby. Good color. Look at that sucker. Excellent color. Pretty fish. No tag. Nice 20-pound blue there. Starting to get a little coloration. I love it. Let's get him back alive. All right, guys, made a little move. Came to a different spot. Still shallow. Got a little deeper water off one side of the boat. The first spot wasn't exactly on fire. So I said, well, maybe the fish aren't totally pulled up into the shallow water. I anchored up here and put a fish in the boat fairly quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here a little while longer, see if we can stick something else. Again, nothing but cut bait today. No chicken with me, just didn't have any. So it's all cut bait, so we'll see if they'll eat it. That one is smoking it. Most likely a blue. We're not in an area for flatheads in here. This is kind of some shallow stuff. Not that you can't get one. Some decent size to that one. This was on one of the smaller baits. Now we've got all perch out today. Everything is perch. There's no chicken on here today. I'll have some on the next trip. But bottom line is we're catching some fish. Which way is it around that line? Another good fish that is wrapped in another line here. Guys, I swear this is not the same fish. Even though it looks like it. From what I can tell anyway. Another one that looked like it had a lot of dark color to it. And over here. I don't like the fact he's in that line. Oh, that's a bigger fish. He's actually bigger. Boom, got him. Nice. Guys, that's two good fish. Very, very close together. This one's actually a little bit bigger. He's gonna go mid-20s. Yes, sir. I'll catch them all day long right there, but that's a good fish. Again, he hit a smaller bait. That last one was a big bait, lost it. But you can see, small bait, guys. Small bait will catch fish. Get him up here, get a look at him. Let go of my thumb, let go of my thumb. Let go. Let go. Here we go. Pretty. Again, a lot of that coloration starting to come in. The old head ain't swelled up good. Some good color though. I know, we're gonna let you go, Betty. Pretty fish. All right, guys, there's a second one. And that one came really quickly right after that first one. I was just getting rods back out and turned around and seen that one take off. That one was on a small piece of bait. The first fish I got when I got here in this spot was on one of the bigger baits. So, and that's the biggest fish of the day, come on a piece of bait. You saw it, just T90. So it just goes to show you, man. Big bait's great for eliminating small fish. You know, you would think it puts more scent out, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think these fish need a lot of scent to key in on something and find it. So, good fish. Happy with that one. Really, three good fish. If this was a guide trip, I'd be happy. This is good fish. You always want bigger, you always want more, but to have three fish that are in the upper teens and low 20s, it's a good day of fishing. Happy with it. Maybe it's starting to turn on a little bit here into some spring bite. I don't think it's on yet. I don't think it's quite on fire yet, but you got to be out on the water and you got to be fishing to be there when it happens, and that's all we can do, get out there and fish. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Here are a couple more videos that I think you're gonna like. I'd watch that one and then that one. No, do that one first and then that one. I don't know, just watch them both. They're both good.